Hey guys, Winning Crypto here. Wanted to bring you a little video on risk management, and then after that we're going to do a little market scan, see what opportunities we find. So let's get started. Risk management. Risk management and trader psychology are the two most important parts of a sustainable trading strategy, even more important than entries and exits. Most traders focus on entries before they consider exits, risk management, and/or psychology. The goal of a trader is to place trades where the potential profit is greater than the potential risk. Stopping out of a trade can be the hardest thing for traders to do. However, failing to do so can lead to large losses and account blowouts. So let's consider this scenario here. We got two traders. Joe can have a 50% accuracy rate and still be in profit if his profit is at least 2 times the amount of his loss. So he wins 50%, he loses 50%, and his risk to reward, his average profit is 300 and his average loss is 100. So his end up profit is $750. Now, let's consider Carl, where he has a 70% accuracy rate, but his losses are 3 times that of those of his profits. Now, even considering that he has such a greater win rate than win to lose ratio, he's still losing money because his profits are not greater than his average losses. Therefore, even with a 70% accuracy rate, he's ending with a loss. Risk management, guys, that's it's psychology, it's a combination of everything. It's so important. So no trader is perfect, as we all know, and surely you're going to have losses. So a sound risk management strategy will allow a trader to lose trades without wiping out their accounts by practicing healthy risk to reward. Risk to reward ratio is the amount of money you plan to risk compared to the amount of money you plan to gain. So let's consider if this was a trade right here. We're risking 13, almost 14%. We're risking all this, right? Probably because there's a low down here. I guess we got a trend line coming up. Got EMA support. Tested, retested support, tested resistance, tested support. So we got a couple things going on. Anyhow, what we're looking here, we're looking to risk 13% for a gain of 42%, which is a risk to reward ratio of 3, because you're risking 1/3 of what you stand to gain. So what you stand to gain is 3 times what you stand to lose, or what you're risking. Guess I screwed that one up there. Anyhow, all right. So let's get to the market scan. So I'm gonna come over here to our screener. I did this a little earlier today. Gonna look for I have it set up so I put the exchange for only Binance, and we're gonna see what the volatility is. So we can add that one right there. Let me expand this up here. So we're gonna look for the ones with the highest volume. Everything that's got BTC in it. Hello. Alright, so we got most of them up here. MST's got some top volume. Let's see, pick that there. So we'll see the ones with the biggest changes. Sorry about that, guys. The ones with the biggest drops, the ones with the biggest gains. See what kind of trends we could catch here. We already got the ones with the most volume as well. All right. So then after we got that done, we'll minimize the screener. Let's come over here. We got our 4 time frames: daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15 minute. And then I like to go to the extremes. All right. E and J had a good time, huh? We're looking for either something that's that broke that we can get on a retest, or we're looking for something we can trend trade. See, this looks good right here. 4 hour. So let's consider what we would do here on the daily. Let's pull up a little Fibonacci retracement, pull up a measurement here. All right. So right now we're testing R3 on the daily. Let's check the weekly. The weekly support. Weekly support is S1 right around here at about 1,000. Testing was EMA. We got rejected from the 40. Orange is the 55 right here. This is something I would buy the retest right about now. So let's go into the other time frames. See on the 4 hour. See, we got the EMAs are crossing right now. On the 1 hour, they're already expanding to the upside. 15 minute, we're retesting EMAs. Look at all these lines out of here. We'll keep an eye on that one. That looks good. Let's keep going down the list. It's a good idea to check. So you have different supports and resistances on the 15 minute, the 1 hour. The 1 hour and the 4 hour are the same. Then you have different supports and resistances on the daily. Then you have different supports and resistances on the weekly and the monthly. So all those are different. Monthly, weekly, daily. Then you got different ones for the 4 hour, and then those are the same till you get to the 15 minute, and then those are the same all the way down to the 1 minute. So, you know, sometimes I'm kind of rambling on here, guys, but just give you a little examples how we do it. Let's just say, for example, if we were interested in getting steam, so we're clearly on an uptrend. EMA is above the 200, so we would probably buy this whole area here. Right down to around here. Put the stop right around here, and then we target R3. I mean, that's a good 2.6 risk to reward ratio, risking 8 to gain 23.3. It's not bad. take a look at what else we got. Let me go on. See, this was one that we got this one today a little while ago. Let me pull it up here on our. Let's see. We had bat here at 557. Called the range 4350 to 4750, and our first target was 5025, 640. We hit it. 6% profit in about an hour. Now let me show you guys what we saw in that market scan, right? So we were around here. All right, look at that. Where is that? I can't even see that. All right, there we go. So on the daily, see, we had already tested the top of this triangle right here, and then we tested the bottom. Came back above the EMAs, we were holding above the EMAs, and it just looked like a natural that we were going to go up. We had already broken, a little trend line here, was holding above this support. So that just tells me that it was going to retest and then try to break, which looks like it was trying to do right now. So then, you know, with the bot, once the first target hits, the stop losses automatically move up to the entry. So now it's just a matter of not how much we can lose, because we can't lose anything now. It's just a matter of how much we can make on this one. So that was a nice one. Get back on the other time frame so we can clearly see what's going on here. Look at that. We made a call on this one. I think, let me make sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, so we did a call on IOTX today at 1 p.m. Was it 1 today? Yeah, it was today. 1 p.m. See, I had tested the top, the 200, on the 1 day I had tested, and then it was coming back down. So we're buying this whole area, all the way to the EMAs. Could have put our stop below the lows. Now we're placing this to the EMAs because we want our orders to fill. Sure, we can buy down to S1. They might not all fill. It's just, you know, taking chances. Trading is it's a game of probabilities. So let's see what else we can see. Been looking at fuel for a couple days. This is a good area right here. It's on the R3 on the 4 hour, on the daily. See, this looks good on the daily here. Not sure if we, I think I already called that. Let me double check. Nope, haven't called it. So let's take a look. I've been looking at this one right here. So it already came up, tested the 200, and right now it's on the retest. See how it came back, tested the EMAs. This actually looks really good. Should have called this earlier. See, and why am I looking up top? You see right here on the weekly, we got these EMAs, right? So this is actually, we can just, for a short term, we can just go, let's just go to the 40, because this is the weekly. So let's go to the 40, go back down to the day. All right. Came back, tested. See, we were ready to buy all the way down to this support right here. Could still come back down and test and then move back up. This is still an indecisive candle. We got a shooting star right before it. So this is still possible to come back down and retest right here. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy from R1 to P. And then we're going to put our stop below the lows. That looks like a really good trade. You got a six risk to reward ratio of 6. I mean, we're only risking 13% for a possible gain of 81. What would our targets be? Assuming we retest to the bottom, we'd start taking profits. Because we got the 200 here. So there's another thing. We don't have to go for this right now. We can go for this, right? And then it's going to break, and it'll retest. And then by the time it's retesting, we already sold. Now we're buying the retest of the 200. And then we come back to our weekly. And then we're going to target the 55. And let's see where that's going to take us. See that? When it breaks after here and it retests this 200, now we got a different trade. So there's no sense in holding it this whole time. We can just ride these waves, guys. So I just wanted to give you guys, a couple examples. Show you what's possible. Show you how we're doing some of the signals. Again, guys, this is educational. Do your own research. We want to help you learn. We want to create a community where we all help each other learn and we all motivate each other. This is the biggest thing in this is psychology, camaraderie, understanding the market psychology, understanding what the majority of the people are thinking, and then understanding what the market makers know of what the majority of the people are thinking, because they're the ones that cause the panics, or they're the ones that cause the rallies. I've shown you time and time again, guys, the news comes out when the charts are ready. I'll tell you when the good news is coming out, and I'll tell you right when the bad news is coming out, and it's all based on the charts, because 90% of all of this is manipulation. Having said that, you guys have a wonderful night. Cheers. Enjoy your weekend.